Episode 5, Cards on the Table. You knew where you were going, and you knew exactly how to look for here. Oh, Johnny, I didn't want it to come to this. But we, beat you to it. We found the secret room, and the secret room. You found the crypt? Crypt, huh? That explains a lot. Why there were those slabs on the floor. Why there wasn't any freaking wine in those bottles. You touched the bottles too? Did you break any? Nah. We just, poured out a bit of one. And... Oh. The teacher suddenly lunged at him. Where is the crypt? Johnny recoiled in surprise, dropping the candelabra he had grabbed. Screw this, I'm out of here! The student ran without thinking until the teacher's voice had faded far behind him. So, where should I go? Upstairs, down the hallways, downstairs in the lower levels, sideways into the annex. We'll go sideways, why not? I hope this damn castle has a goddamn annex or something. Johnny ran without paying much attention to the path he took, eventually winding up in a very strange place. Is this even supposed to be here? He looked around in confusion. It is a room of mirrors. Who the hell built a mirror maze in their home? This isn't a funhouse, for crying out loud. I don't know if these mirrors, if they're everywhere back when I was a kid, are making me dizzy, or if it's... Johnny, we need to talk. Find some other fool. I'm not that much of a moron. I'm not gonna fall for some what was the number? Whatever. You're a pretty smart guy. You nearly figured things out, but you got something mixed up. Yeah, I knew there was something fishy going on here. Chad, he was a decent guy, like a Boy Scout, for crying out loud. Why the hell did he have to start acting like a bully? No. I remember the type from when I was a kid. I wouldn't have gone into the mountains with someone like that. And now he's dead. And Tony. So he wasn't just acting mysterious. I thought he was doing the brooding dude thing to get girls. But he knew something, just like you. Except now, he won't be telling anyone anything. With his words, Johnny kept walking deeper into the twisted maze. I brought you along to keep spirits high in the group, to cheer everyone up. Yeah, I'm a funny guy. Damn it. He's not falling behind. He's right on my heels. I thought he'd get lost. Old people shouldn't be this good at mazes. I'm not old, and yes, you should have said that out loud. Foul swearing. It's time to get out of here. In his attempts to confuse the teacher, Johnny ended up at a dead end himself. But how the hell am I supposed to get out now? There's something wrong with these mirrors. I'm not reflecting in any of them. I don't like any of this. Johnny was right. The mirrors were unusual. They were hiding someone. Who appeared in the reflection? The Queen of Spades. Bloody Mary. Honeyman. Typically a mirror hides Bloody Mary. Hello, Johnny. Okay. Ah! Shh. You don't want anyone to hear us, do you? And for him to know where you are. Johnny, did something happen? Did you find something? Silence is golden. Where are you? Give me a sign. That's right. Johnny switched to a whisper. How do you know my name? In the mirror world, there are no secrets. Everybody knows everything. I'm not here by choice either, just like you. Well, actually, I came to the castle voluntarily, although no one asked for my opinion. You know the rules. Free me, and I'll help you get rid of your pursuer. But according to the rules, doesn't the one who summons the monster have to, like, die in the most horrific way? I'll make an exception for you. Well, you're Bloody Mary, right? Like, the scariest monster? Like, when I was a kid, I didn't dare. Do people still remember me? That's nice. Wonderful. I'm afraid I haven't been able to answer the call in ages. I've been locked away. So, then, who was, like, killing all those kids? What are you doing here, anyway? The castle has become a refuge for many creatures of darkness. Now it's time for us to break free. Something nearby cracked. It seemed Mr. Collins had stepped on some of the glass. Shards scattered across the floor. Quickly, you're out of time. I'm gonna back away. I have a bad feeling about this, and I don't like any of this. Trying not to touch anything, Johnny cautiously moved away from the mirror. Stop! Where are you going? Out of here. There you are. Ah! Johnny jumped in surprise and stumbled into a mirror, which knocked over another one, setting off a chain reaction. One of the few mirrors in the world made from consecrated silver of a cathedral's cross. The thing that held me back for centuries. I'm free. Johnny, damn you. Oops. The student dashed away, leaving the teacher alone with the monster from the mirror. We haven't been properly introduced. We were never supposed to meet, wretch. Your place is in cages. But I'm free now, and no one else will imprison me again. The monster immediately moved towards the teacher, but recognize this. This dagger. Where did you get it? Doesn't matter. What matters is that even a creature like you can be hurt by it. He lunged forward. You're on my territory. The monster disappeared behind the nearest mirror, and an eerie game of cat and mouse began. Oh, that's kind of badass. Which mirror is hiding the monster? The first one, the second? The third one, maybe? I didn't know I was supposed to count all the mirrors. My turn! Did I misjudge? I didn't even get a chance, dude. I was right, third mirror. The creature was lurking in a neighboring mirror and managed to catch Collins off guard. No! I can already taste your blood in my mouth. Okay. So in a desperate attempt, Collins lunged at the creature with his dagger, but she was faster. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, well, Collins, you've seen better days. The monster tore at him like a rag until finally he stopped resisting. And now, dessert. The monster went to find Johnny. And now he no longer has a dagger. Meanwhile... Oh, light. At least it's something other than these damn mirrors. If I survive, damn, I swear I'm gonna look at my own reflection for like the rest of my life. Ah, looks like a dead end. Wait a minute. He took a close look at the candles. All the candles are lit here, but I'm sure they weren't all lit when I looked at the reflection. And there was some kind of circle on the floor. Sue mentioned something like this, but I was in the wrong state of mind at the time. So there's something wrong with the mirror. I should check it out. Before he could turn around, here's Johnny! Ah! Behind Bloody Mary, rivers of crimson flowed, filling the entire space. Her every gesture brimmed with bloodthirsty rage driven by an insatiable hunger. Fresh, fresh, fresh blood, more blood. One is never enough for me. Soon you'll follow your teacher. This can't be the end. The guy bumped into the altar as he backed away. The candles. This is my last chance. The monster moved a step closer. Which candle should I put out? I don't know, the third one? The monster moved a step closer. I don't know, the first one? You act like I'm supposed to know which goddamn candle I'm supposed to put out. The monster moved a step closer. Which candle should I put out? Second one. Something changed in the room. I knew it was some kind of trap or something. Yeah, that's what intelligence is all about. Listen, yeah, okay. Impossible. Very possible, you scumbag. No! And with that, the completed ritual banished the monster from the plane of reality. Bam! Humanity 1, ghost 0. Teacher got 0 chances of survival. Dumb student who gets high all the time got more than 3. Johnny cautiously looked back at the mirror chamber where Mr. Collins had met his end. No way in hell I'm going back there. I don't even want to know how it went down. So, the student stayed where he was, catching his breath over a cigarette or two. Surely enough, Mina found neither the teacher nor any of her classmates in the hall, but she did find traces of blood, which she followed like breadcrumbs. The sound of her footsteps echoed through the halls. The events of the past day had upended her entire world. Pain, tears squeezed her throat, threatening to overwhelm her, but Mina clung to her last bit of strength. She knew she couldn't afford to spend precious moments teetering on the brink of despair. Speaking of despair, the necklace. When she reached the opposite wing of the castle, she stopped at a heavy door and pulled it towards her. Strange. The trail leads to an annex. We never went there before. I hope it's faster than the rest of the castle. I'll arrange a class reunion in the afterlife. She slowly continued on, walking in the basement. Suddenly Mina noticed a shadow ahead. Who's there? Who was in her path? The wolf, the cat, the bat? I'm gonna go with the cat. You again. Every time we meet, something weird happens. I need to get through. Feed. Fine. If I had to guess, I don't think you're looking for affection. I think something else might interest you. When she passed through the main hall earlier, she had taken a backpack of supplies with her. Can of stewed meat. Yes, that's right. The animal, engrossed in its meal, moved aside. The creature will remember your display of kindness. Sitting on the floor and leaning against the wall, Johnny stared blankly off into the darkness when he noticed a silhouette in the doorway. He startled and squinted, feeling around on the floor. Hey, Mina, is that you? She moved closer that he could see her better. The anxiety vanished from his face. I'm so glad to see you. Thank goodness you're alive. Mina rushed to him, giving him a tight hug. Johnny was taken aback by this, but he put his hand on her back tentatively. I thought everyone had forgotten about me or just, like, given up on me. Johnny. Her voice trembled. What? There are fewer of us now. Huh? Mina covered her face with her hands. With those words, the last scraps of her self-control fell away. She began to choke on her sobs as hot tears streamed down her cheeks, taking her pain with them. She had never encountered death before. It was so nightmarish and so terrifying. But now it had come so close that she could feel its presence on her skin. Johnny had no idea how to feel about what had happened, much less how to console someone else. He simply placed his hands on her shoulder. Mina, please, hang in there. I'm not really the best at comforting people. Wiping away her tears, she continued. And I ended up in a ballroom when there were lights and a masquerade with beautiful dresses. I was dancing, and then I saw a succubus. In another room, we encountered a spirit, a poltergeist probably. It was lifting objects in the air and attacking us with them. It killed Sue. We were trapped in a goddamn horror movie. Well, now I feel relieved. What? I mean, ghosts and demons and all that shit is real. So, like, there's a heaven and a hell. And damn it, that means there's a soul and it's immortal, and we haven't been lied to all of our lives. She was at a loss for words. They both fell silent for a few moments. Actually, I've been thinking about it and came to a conclusion. Don't freak out, basically. Collins is a damn traitor, literally, a servant of Satan, and some kind of demon. Like gathering a bunch of young blood in one place far from civilization. No communication, no coordinates. He's dead now anyways, like the thing in the mirror ate him. Are you gonna cry again? Yeah, I can't help it. As for my grandma used to say, the more you cry, the less you pee. Ew, Johnny, all this horrible stuff is happening and you... What? I just want to think about something nice, and life on the farm was good, and chickens here and there, and cows and dogs. Like, yeah, when I get out of here, I'll get a dog, a big one. Damn it. My parents won't let me before, but now I dare anyone to try and stop me. What would you get? A friendly cat. One that would sit on my lap and always want attention. And chase away ghosts? Damn it, yeah. Now I want cats too, like 40 of them. So not a single goddamn demon can get through. You must be a magician too. Huh? I mean, I did some magic tricks as a kid, but like, I don't think it's my thing. But everything around us is dark and terrifying, and yet, here I am smiling with you. Oh, that's my natural charm, you know? Like, I'm like a charm champion. It seemed as if the whole world had frozen and was quietly waiting for Johnny to bring her back to her senses. His face was close, his eyes sparkled, open and filled with sincerity. You really? I thought you were into Sue. Now we're gonna kiss him. Nah, I'm good. We're just friends. Johnny is a great guy, but things should stay the same between us. Mina moved away and turned, looking straight ahead. Johnny cleared his throat awkwardly. Anyway, it's cool to have something to think back on. She nodded in response. Damn, I hear something. Something's going on. Then we should check. Let's get out of here. Honestly, I'd rather not. I mean, we're okay here. Johnny, let's go. Mina headed towards the exit. Johnny followed her, sighing heavily. All paths lead to the main hall. What the hell's going on here? It's a new monster, an earthquake, definitely a ritual. Why not? The pieces were falling into place. Mina didn't even need to guess. She knew what would happen next. She only had to prepare herself mentally for it. All of the survivors had come to the same place. It was as if they were drawn there by an unknown force. Oh my... There's no way my corpse is going to end up in a place like this. I told you it was going to be like that in the movie, but you all laughed at me. Oh. Okay. I'm confused. And then everything stopped as suddenly as it had started. The creatures who guarded and served the castle began to arrive from different directions. Never seen the bat until, we had the choice a minute ago. They were waiting. They knew. They could sense it. The shadows came to life and began to move. Mina felt that every square inch of the castle had frozen in anticipation of its lord and master. He walked in silently. It seemed that when he moved, he didn't touch the floor. In fact, he was uncertain, unconcerned with any laws except those he intended to impose himself. Ah. The loyal familiars bowed their heads before their master. What a wonderful night. Every second I spent in oblivion, I thought only of it. He cast a regal gaze across his domain. My home, my stronghold, what has become of you? What a depressing sight. No matter. My power has returned. Soon these lands will welcome their master with gratitude. And the humans will receive their rightful punishment for betrayal. The night will be mine again. A surge of palpable rage swept through the stone halls. Bats go what? Snap. The army of darkness trapped within the castle's walls rejoiced. Oh, I have guests. In an instant, the creature was at the bottom of the stairs. I see that my abode hasn't been kind to you. I fear you'll think I'm inhospitable. I've seen you in a dream. You have a hidden gift. That's why you heard my call. A gift? Apparently your destiny was to awaken me. I believe in fate, do you? The creature reached out towards her hair. Your hair. It's very similar to hers. The red eyes clouded for a moment as her gaze peered into a distant memory. So, it was not all in vain, and destiny is giving me a chance. Stop speaking in riddles. And who is this delightful creature? That's not delightful, that's Courtney. At that moment, Courtney went paler than Sue on Halloween. Don't come near me. As red as a cherry. Health, sin, youth. One can hardly ask for more. Damn, I told you the owner would be pissed about the chairs. Chairs. The vampire turned to look at the chairs burning in the fireplace. A trivial matter. Unworthy of attention. What do you want? The creature straightened up in its full height in front of her. Tonight, I need you. It just so happens that we share the same blood, and now our hearts beat in unison. I can't and don't want to harm you, and you, by the way, can't harm me either. So what then? But I must remember my manners. For this feat, you've earned a ball in your honor. I don't understand. That's not surprising. I'll give you time to come to your senses. Now you are in my territory and therefore under my control. Your body, certainly. But I'll try for your soul, too. Your time under my control could be in an endless torment every day. Or it could be that happily ever after they speak of in old fairy tales. And my decision will depend on you. Choose an appropriate outfit for dinner. My familiar will escort you. By the way, I'm quite old-fashioned. Under the supervision of the demonic familiar, Mina made her way to the chambers. The giant cat started rubbing against her leg, seeking attention. Oh, so now things have changed. First you misbehaved, now you're trying to be affectionate? Welcome to a cat. What else do you want? Well, no, you'll have to earn my favor. The door slammed shut behind her. This is madness. This is insanity. A ball, a feast, a reception. I'm not ready for this. But there was no turning back now. For the sake of staying alive, she needed to choose an outfit. Play along. I may not know all the rules yet, but by playing to its pride, I can dull the vampire's vigilance. As strange as it may sound, this is my chance. It's time to get into character. We have a dress for reception. The Baroness. Seductress. White Swan. 72 diamonds. Yeesh. Aphrodite. Black Swan. It's not really Black Swan, but sure. Choose all for 255. Ooh boy. I'll just go with the cheaper version. Baroness, it actually looks alright. I think it's fashionable enough for the, him. Reception style, blonde, black, chestnut, red, blonde. Why do you keep making me, change my hair when I don't want to? I guess I'll go with black. The familiar was telling her that the moment had come. It's time. If we panned any slower during this, I'd fall asleep. What? Have a seat. It's time to decide your fate. Oh. Of course. Because the teacher got absolutely no chance at survival. And also the candle thing and everything. The problem is when you play weeks or months apart from the last chapter, right? You don't remember the story at all, right? And I don't use walkthroughs and such, so yeah. 8 to athletics, 4 to mysticism, 1 to logic, 4 to darkness, 3 to light, and diamonds. Oh, let me get my 3 diamonds. Alright, so there is one more chapter for this one that did come out. And then we'll get to that as soon as humanly possible, basically. But if you did enjoy this content, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description of the video, plenty of links and ways to support the channel, this community, as well as do more with the community. So with that being said, I actually did enjoy it. However, it was the stereotypical, age-old, old castle, leads up to, you know, servants and everything, and somehow, some way, we freed the vampire, which I don't know how exactly we did that when we were too busy running around having everyone die. The only person we were able to really save was Johnny. Courtney really hasn't had her day in the sun, I believe, yet. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think your people living or dying is going to really make that much of a difference on the story. Something tells me that this is the typical age-old illusion of choice where characters are wrote off, and they may play some sort of, like, they chime in here or there, but pretty much, I mean, the vampire didn't even, like, acknowledge anyone else in that situation. He didn't even acknowledge Johnny. So again, we could have had Johnny die. So, I think they're just going to be people that, since we kept Courtney and Johnny alive thus far, they might be people that would just chime in. And that's it. So, but I guess we'll see you in the next chapter. Other than that, thank you all for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.